footage area. And then I'm also going to be teaching you how to make some homemade Greek yogurt using your InstaPot. And Michael, what have you got for them?
What's up, guys? So, Monster Michael Todd here, World Arm Wrestling Champion. Prepping for a match here in 8 days away. This is my last morning circuit. It's an arm wrestling specific circuit, so I'll do 10 rounds of reverse wrist rolls, forward wrist rolls, 5 sets of 50 cup wrist grippers left and 5 sets right. We'll move over, cable pulls, 5 sets of 10 right and left. Finish off with 5 minutes of pronated rope pulling with 5 minutes with both hands of rice bucket training. So should be fun. I just tried out some new chalkless grip stuff, and it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to let you guys know what I think about that.
Well, that is way cool. So today, y'all, we had to endure some more storms last night. So when we go out to the garden, we're going to be doing a check again to see if we took on any damage. I completely redid my cucumber trellising yesterday, and y'all, it about kicked my butt. All I got to say about that is be sure you do things right the first time, or it's going to cost you time, energy, and money if you don't. Right, baby?
What she said. I'm still pretty impressed with this chocolate stuff. It's like these little granules, and it doesn't apply chalk. It takes the oil or something out of your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think you're supposed to be able to still get it wet, and it still works.
Where did you get it?
Well, I'm not going to talk about that yet because
okay.
If I like it, I'll have a conversation with these guys, see what kind of a partnership we can come up with, and then I'll have a link. And I'll send it to everybody, and they can all do chocolate stuff.
Chocolate. Okay, whatever. That is awesome, baby. So happy to see Phil Woody back on. How are things going over there in the UK? We have also got Jeremy Parker on. Petrov, coolest weatherman. Good morning, my two favorite arm wrestling people. Is this our weatherman that all the time lets us know when we need to take cover by text message? Like that a lot.
That's always pretty cool. I'm telling you, she's talking about the storms last night. Storms last night, I had no idea we're going to be that long or that intense. We sleep with a huge industrial shop fan, and you can still hear everything over the top of that fan. It was pretty crazy.
All right, guys. So we've got a few more folks on here, and we're about to get rolling. If you are just now clicking on, again, what's going to be happening today, Michael's going to talk you through his last arm wrestling circuit before he starts getting ready to pack and head off to Dubai. And I'm going to be taking you out to the garden. We're going to be adding some fertilizer to our oleas. I'm going to show you how to make an olea to take care of your gardens at home. And also I'm going to teach you how to make some Greek yogurt that tastes way better than what you're picking up at the supermarket, but also healthier with a higher protein count.
That Greek yogurt's the bomb. I love it. I'm a big fan.
Oh, this isn't our weatherman. He says, but I can be. If you Google the coolest weatherman on the planet, it's me. For over 10
years. There you
go. He's a military weatherman. Well, that's way cool.
Oh, that's very cool.
Absolutely.
Because it's the coolest. It's the coolest.
He is the coolest. All right, Michael, why don't you get started?
Okie dokie. Like I said,
I'm going to cut you off because I just told you to get started. Before he gets started, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to start the InstaPot yogurt because it's got to be warming up while he's doing his thing. All I'm going to do is add 1/2 gallon of whole milk, okay? 1/2 gallon of whole milk to the InstaPot. You can do this without an InstaPot. It's real easy. You just Google how to make Greek yogurt at home without an InstaPot, and the recipe comes up totally easy. Now, you do not use your seal for the first part of this, all right? You're just going to use a glass top, and then we're going to stick it on saute. Now, we want to stir it often because milk will scorch quickly and stick to the bottom. And what I'm waiting for is for it to get to that milk's boiling point, which is 180 degrees. So I'll be checking the temperature often. And we got a super chat from Bit. These are fun, y'all. Thanks for sharing your morning. So glad to have you on. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Now you can really go.
All right, so I've got one round in. For you guys that watched yesterday, you heard that I had a cheat day for my daughter's birthday, and I gained 6.4 pounds. So we cut the carbs yesterday, hit the sauna, was down 5.2 this morning. So this morning, what does that make me if I was 5.2?
Yep.
I was 58.4. So I have to be 53.6. So we'll stick to the low carb for a couple more days for sure, so I can get down to that 53.6 mark. I would assume tomorrow I could be, what, 56, baby? What do you think?
Yeah, I just want you to know that every female ever right now is hating on you because he's like, I had one day and dropped 1 billion pounds. Nice.
Baby, you know that's wrong. All the females love me.
Way better.
I'm
Do I need
just playing, baby. I'm
do
just
I need
playing. You're the only female that matters. You need to be what?
do I need to be checking some messages or something?
Well, you have all the access to do whatever you want.
All right. I didn't mean to
All
interrupt
right,
you.
guys. So here's what we got. No, I am pulling Lars Robikin, probably the best Norwegian arm wrestler of all time. He, former strongman, been arm wrestling 20 plus years. Very strong bent wrist press. He has recently showed that he has an open top row as well, somewhat of a king's move. I asked for this match because I knew it could be a very challenging match, and that he could potentially put me in positions that might be uncomfortable on this new bicep. But I am confident in the training that I've done. Looking forward to this match. My last performance was not the one that I wanted. I didn't want that performance. I wanted a more impressive performance. What that last match gave me was proof that I can still win a dogfight, right? I can still be in the worst possible position and find a way to dig myself out and win, right? Hopefully, I stick to the game plan this time, and I'm able to do the things that I believe I'm capable of doing, and I have a much better performance. That being said, if it ends up being a dogfight and I got to go full-blown King's move, guarantee you I will do that. The one cool thing about this match that is new was Ingen Terzi's potential proposal offer that if I win this match, that I could be pulling for the vacant heavyweight world title versus Dodican, so who is the current 105 kg world champ. So not that it's going to make me try any harder, because obviously this comeback needs to be winning, right? So I was planning on winning this match.
Every match.
What'd you say, babe?
I said every match matters.
Every single match, right? So, I'm counting. That being said, it's not like I'm going to try any harder, because I feel like I'm going to give it my all no matter what. But the fact that those title implications are on the line is just that little bit of extra incentive, right? There's times in those dogfight matches that I will sit there, and in the past I will think about giving up. I'm like, man, shit, this is hard. And at that moment, I realized if I'm thinking about giving up, I know this other dude's about to quit. So you just got to hold on a little bit longer than they do, right? So, but that title implications gives you that extra bit of incentive to fight just a little bit harder.
Well,
I'm not supposed to be doing right yet. I'm supposed to. All right, go ahead.
We have got one of our favorite, I want to say our favorite referee on here, Luke Culture. Good morning. So nice to see you in the chat.
What's up, Luke?
Todd says, good morning.
What's up? What's up?
Jericho, I'm a fan monster, mom and her garden toads. I'm glad you like my garden toads. I haven't seen them in a couple of days, but that's normal. It's been raining so much and they dig down into the dirt pretty good, but they help me take care of those slugs. So I'm really, really happy about that. Let me see. I think it's time for a temperature check. Guys, this doesn't take long at all for the milk to get to temp. We are already at 100 degrees. It does not take long. Like I said, you want to be sure that you're stirring the milk often because it will scorch. Whole milk. All right, babe. How's it going?
Is that why you bought that organic milk?
Um. Okay, so I get this milk because it is in a carton. Well, it's in, this is compostable as opposed to,
Okay.
yeah, as opposed to continuing to get jugs. I hate waste, guys. And I do reuse the jugs, but you can only reuse so many jugs. You know what I mean? So this is compostable and you can get it 1/2 gallon at a time. So I don't have to worry about the other half going bad because we don't drink milk, but we do eat Greek yogurt.
Listen, we don't. I want to drink milk, but somebody wants me to be a heavyweight instead of a super heavyweight, so I'm stuck. Having to watch it.
Well, you don't drink whole milk when you drink milk. You drink skim milk.
Yeah, but if I was going super heavyweight, maybe I would.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's incentive, right? uh, so, babe, how are you feeling about this prep?
Well, I got 20 more reps. So I feel better because I didn't back off, I didn't back off the last 2 weeks like I did on the last one.
Like you were lifting this week.
I've been lifting heavy all week.
Yeah.
Trained hard with Corey the other day. What was that, Tuesday? We did like an arm wrestling specific workout, just tons of arm wrestling shit. And man, my shit was sore like the next day and I guess yesterday still. I still have a chest workout I got to do today. So I'm thinking about, okay, so my chest workout's 150 reps, right? So sometimes it's 30 inclines, 30 flat, 30 declines. My maintenance workout's 225, 225, 225. Then I'll do 150-pound pec decks and 30 push-ups or something like that with wrist rolls. I'm contemplating putting the block on the bar so I don't have to go all the way down and I can protect my shoulders and do a 225, just one set, many reps as possible, just to go ahead and get part of those 150 done instead of doing it. Because normally it's 225 per set of 30 incline, 225 set of 30 decline, 225 or flat, then decline. Did I just do this?
Yes. I was listening to you and reading comments. So,
I think I did.
So Carlos says, what is your last training, Michael? That is today, right?
Yeah.
And Al Sim wants to know, what is the recovery block? Like 10 days?
It's like today I weigh in 7 days and the time difference, so it's later there now than it is here. So it always ends up being about 7.5 days for me. My last workout will be Friday. It may end up being 7. I may train later today. Time difference making, I don't know. It's probably 7.5, I guess. So my chest workout will be later today. We'll compete 7 days from tomorrow. So.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me y'all's thoughts. Should I put this little block? Should I put this block on the bar so when it comes down, it hits my chest here? And just do pumping reps fast as possible, 225. That way to get to my. I think it's going to save the shoulders for sure. Any risk of shoulder injury, and really put me a lot of blood flow in my chest, which is really kind of what I'm looking for. I'd like to hear some opinions on that.
Oh, hey, Michael, here is a good question from Nico Crow. Hi, Rebecca and Michael from Greece. I want to ask Mike, I'm new to arm wrestling and I want to become better. My training is only with weights at the gym because in my town, we don't have an arm wrestling club. So I don't have people to pull. And I know that's bad because they say you have to arm wrestle in order to get good. What should I do in order to evolve? By the way, I made my debut at the national championships and I came up third on the right.
Oh, that's really impressive.
Motivation.
Yeah, so you don't have anybody to pull with? Nowadays, you can just set up pulley systems, get bands, just mimic arm wrestling as much as possible. Focus on your hand and wrist. That's what I neglected for so long. The back is the largest muscle you're going to use, so make sure you have a strong back, but make sure you have a strong hand and wrist to support it. When you set up, the first thing you do is high knuckle. So that's rise, cup, and then pronate. So that would be the order in which I would prioritize my efforts. But I would just get cable pull, some bands, and just go through the motions. And You don't have to arm wrestle. Years ago, you had to arm wrestle if you go to arm wrestling. You still do because it's different pressures. No one has the same hand. Nobody pulls the same. But you can get very, very good work just on cable systems and bands and the variety of handles that are available nowadays.
Todd Paul Hutchins wants to know, how bad does jet lag affect us when we're traveling so far?
You answer that, babe. Tell me what you think.
Well, it doesn't affect me really until we get home. Like, I don't really notice while we're there being tired at weird times, and it's probably because I stay awake on the plane all the way over.
And I don't. I sleep, but then I sleep some more, and then I sleep some more, and then. But I do think East versus West in Orlando, you're going to see a very good performance by the North Americans.
Well, because it has to have an impact. It has to have an impact to fly all those hours and be functioning, at a different time than what you normally possibly would be. I don't know. I just think that it has to have some effect, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, guys, we're almost there. We are at 150 degrees right now. Just waiting. Nick Rose says, howdy.
What's up? What's up?
Thomas Griffs from Facebook. Mike, you are awesome. So,
well, I like you a lot. I appreciate that.
How far are you in now, Mike?
Tell my wife that I'm awesome.
I think you're awesome. I totally think you're awesome.
It's my 8th round, so I've got to, after I finish this with the grippers, I got 2 more rounds, and then I'll be switching. But if you need to go over to something else that you're doing all there whenever it's ready, just let me know, because I still got to keep working.
Well, we're not quite there yet. We're almost ready to take it out and talk about next steps. But anyhow, oh my Lord, I almost just grabbed the wrong thing to drink.
So, any feedback on the what they think about the 225 many reps as possible with the little block?
I don't see anything yet. You're wanting to do that today?
Yeah, I got to do chest today. So I just explained all this. You must have been doing something else.
Yeah. So you said that you wanted to do chest 225 as many reps as possible, possibly with that block underneath.
Yeah.
And
right.
if they, think that's a good idea, right? I think it's a good idea.
I think if I don't use a block, more chance of, because I'm going to be explosive. I don't want to hurt the shoulders. You know what I mean? So just boom, 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 and then however many I get, I deduct that number from 150, and then I find more exercises to finish out those reps.
Okay.
Could be incline, could be pec deck, could be push-ups, could be all pec deck, because pec deck's very important for arm wrestling for side pressure. I might just do bench press and pec deck, and then I'll do another 5 rounds of wrist rolls when I do that circuit. I would do more, but since it is the last day, I won't do any more.
Todd Paul Hutchins says, when Brian Shaw travels, he has his own food delivered to him. Now the MMT has an awesome cook. Now, always been an awesome cook. Has an awesome cook. Do y'all cook your own food when traveling out of the country?
Not out of the country, no.
No.
When we do it, you make stuff for us to travel with. Sorry to interrupt, but go ahead, babe.
Yeah, I make food for us to travel with. Like, I will bake some bread and take some butter and cheese, and we will travel with that. Okay, guys, this is at 180 degrees now. So we are just going to unplug it. I'm going to actually lift this out. Now, this is an important step, and I forgot to do it one time. You wouldn't think so, but it is important. I'm going to go ahead and actually cover this because I want it to stay warm inside. And I'm even going to wrap a couple of towels around the InstaPot to help it to stay warm. Now, what we've got to do now is this needs to cool. Hang on one second. The milk actually has to cool to 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't want it to go below 110. It's going to take several minutes to do that, like 20 probably. So what you want to do is stir it. That's going to help it to cool off. And check the temp. Oh, we don't want to put the lid back on. We're going to check the temp every so often. So we're starting out at, of course, 110 So it's going to take it a little while to cool off. Once it is cool, you're going to be taking a couple of tablespoons of active yogurt. Okay. So you want yogurt as your starter for the yogurt that you're making. It's crazy, right? So if it's the first time, you're going to need to go buy some, like Phage is a good one. It has live active cultures in it. You're going to be putting a couple of tablespoons into a bowl. I have some already in here. And then I'll show you the next steps. But what's cool, after the first time, you're going to have your active yogurt from now on for making your own yogurt. Go ahead, babe.
All right, so we're done with that. I will be moving some stuff over here, but I just remembered this. I'm going to walk you guys over to the supporter wall of fame. We have 2 new bricks going up today, most likely. Super excited about all the support we have gotten. So we actually have a World Series of Arm Wrestling locked and loaded on Tubi that you can find on Tubi, which is awesome to see arm wrestling on a TV platform. So locked and loaded, World Arm Wrestling Super Series will be going up there. No, what's it called? World Series of Arm Wrestling will be going up there, and then Bella Vista Barbell. Thank you guys for your support, Bobby Biddle. They'll be going up there today. This is what I wanted to show you real quick. Robert Gould. Huge shout out to my boy Robert Gould for being a brand partner for the Supporter Wall of Fame. Everything you see here at Monster Factory 2.0 was because of all the support we got on this wall. This is how we've been able to build this new facility, bring you guys some really cool events. Hopefully, once it's completely done, some really cool collaborations. I've got confirmations from a lot of big fitness influencers and strength influencers. They're going to come out here. This is something I'm hoping to get done this weekend. Can't guarantee. But right here, like you guys know, this is the old Monster Factory facility, right? All the AstroTurf. We're right down there is a 24-foot ascending, descending monkey bar rig. 9 foot up to 12, back to 9, back to 12. You'll come down a rope, run across the parallel bars, come out the other side, 4 rungs on the sand ladder, come down a rope, and go up this the pegboard. It'll be a Sprint Ninja Warrior course. So we'll have to get Brad Spine down here and give this thing a try, right? All right, that's what I got. Back to go up here to do some cable pulls. Back to you, babe.
All righty. Phil Woody from the UK has been a member for 28 months. Phil, thank you so much. He says, I'm currently cooking up another promo. Awesome. I was actually going to talk to you about promo. That would be pretty cool.
I just lost you. You
lost me?
I just lost you. He's currently cooking up a what?
He's cooking up a promo to, he says, you guys are awesome and pleasure to support. Safe trip, both. No fighting over the window seat. Oh, Michael always gets the window seat if there is one. Because
that's not true. I've let you get it a couple times recently.
I've been in one flight, right?
Like I said, once, a million, same thing.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Phil Woody. Well, guys, it's time for me to talk to you about while this is cooling off. So this, I've just taken 2, large, I think these are like the 8-inch or so, these pots. the word just totally left me. Okay. And basically what is so cool about these are untreated. So when they're in dry soil, the water will actually leach out of them. So you take 2, use a waterproof sealant to stick them together. You're going to take something and plug up the end. I've seen people use the little plates that are made from the same material. They've used the little plates to actually plug it up. And then you're going to leave the hole in the top open. So you bury this until there's about this much seam in your soil. And what's cool, fill it up with water, and it'll keep about a 3x3 square foot area watered. And about every 3 days, you'll fill it up. Now, you can also put a little bit of fertilizer in there, which that's what it's time for us to do. I'm going to go out there, put a little bit of the fertilizer that I've actually mixed up. And all this is for tomatoes and veggies. And this has actually got nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in it. All of those things that my veggies need to produce good fruit. But this is, okay, you got to see this actually. I have fertilizer jug. Do not drink. Because Michael has been known to pick up things. Am I correct, babe? And
Oh
drink
my God, that's horrible.
and drink from them when he shouldn't. Just mindlessly do it. So I have to make sure that he knows. Don't drink the fertilizer. Okay.
So you want to tell that story or no?
You can tell that story while I'm actually walking out to the garden because we're going to go out there. We're going to add the fertilizer in. And I'm going to take you through my garden real quick.
All right. So we always have different bottles around the house that I just have mouthwash in. And so I just randomly grab a swig of mouthwash, walk down the hall, whatever. And my stepson, Ryan Morin, so we had been at the Andre Pushkar versus Richard Lefty's match that had been done in Vegas. And once the match was over, he had saw that Andre had left his ammonia, liquid ammonia right there. So he grabbed it. So it was at the house. And it was sitting there, and I mindlessly grabbed it like it was mouthwash and put it in my mouth. And although we have concrete floors, for some reason, I was trying to explain to Rebecca, I got something, whatever. And I walk over to spit it out in the sink versus just spitting it out on the floor. And when I did, skin from my tongue and the roof of my mouth and everything just went right out into the sink. It was horrible. Do not ever, put ammonia in your mouth and think it's mouthwash. It's horrible. Bad idea. Can we hear her? She outside yet? Well, guys, I don't know where she went. I know we had this problem yesterday when she's still connected to Wi-Fi or something. But that was my second round of cable pulls. I switched from outside to inside. We can get a little bit of inside work here. Got to get 10 lefty, then we'll switch back. So of the people who are on here, I can't see any of this stuff. Let me know your thoughts on my match with Lars. How's it going to go? Give me your prediction. What's the score? Is it going to be?
Sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulty, babe.
I figured it's going to be 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. What's the score going to be? Am I winning? Am I losing? Tell me what's going to happen. All right, round 3.
Okay, we're going to walk out. Hang on. We're going to walk out and hopefully I don't lose LTE. For some reason, I was losing LTE. So
You're losing LTE? That's weird.
yeah, it was totally crazy. So hopefully I can stay on. So anyways, I'm going to head out to the garden. Be right back. All right, guys, I had actually already set this up. Hang on just one second. And for some reason, having issues with LTE.
Forearm check. All righty, guys. Round 4. I don't know if you still having issues or not. Hope you guys are having a good morning. If you're here in the States, we have a holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Hope you guys stay safe. Who's going to be ordering the King of the Table pay-per-view? Let's hear it. I think I need to raise this up a little bit. Did I just do right hand or left hand? Screw it. I'll do 2 more rounds either way. I don't know which one I did last. I think it was right. For some reason, her LTE is messing up. What's going on, babe?
Just having a horrible time trying. I'm going to try this one last time. If it doesn't work, we're going to hang up on it, and I'll get T-Mobile out here tomorrow. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, baby.
Maybe leave the door open. Still on?
So you're on. Yeah, you're on. So you don't have LTE, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there's no LTE out here. It's weird. It's like a
That is
tower
so
went down or
weird.
something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
keep talking to me so I know that I can hear you.
All right, babe. So I just finished my round 4, right and left. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stay with the left instead of switching back to save time. Can you hear me?
Do you have me?
Yeah, I have you.
I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
honey. I said
guys,
that
I
for
wasn't planning on coming. I wasn't planning on coming to this one yet. Here we are because the other one apparently does not have reach. So hang on just 1 second. Gonna run over here, grab my jug.
Your garden looks cute.
Well, put in so much work yesterday, right?
Tons.
See my new trellises, guys, for my cucumber. I actually pulled down some fencing that was not being used. All right, so in order to add to this, I just take my little tray off. And how cute is that, guys? I put this here with some rocks. This is so my bees can have a place to rest and give them, some water as well. I really want to do everything I can encourage, or I really want to do everything I can to encourage the bees, the pollinators, to come and hang out, right? So all I do, I've got my fertilizer already in here, and I'm just going to add it. I add fertilizer into it about every 2 weeks. And this is my sweet potatoes, Japanese purple sweet potatoes. There we go. There's y'all a good drink. And the reason that I want to be sure and add, you can do those slow release fertilizers, but right now it's so important, even though I have enriched my garden soil, because we're getting so much rain. And it's just like with people, when we drink too much water, drink so much water, you can actually start to lose electrolytes, and they can lose those important electrolytes they need for growing and producing.
Yeah, you're cutting out, baby.
So checking out the garden. Right, I'm headed back in.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. So now we're going to go to pronation, rope pulling, palm down, thumb on top, apply fingertips, cup, small pronations, micro movements, and we can go for 5 minutes. Hopefully she will be back and be able to let me know y'all's questions so we can do a little Q&A action, chat a bit, talk a bit.
Bam.
Check you out.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. But like I said, this is just our second show. So we're still figuring some stuff out. Probably a good idea to plug in that T-Mobile tower out there, Michael.
That's just crazy to me.
Or we could actually just get a couple more extenders,
Right.
for the ATT. Let's check the temperature of our milk. Like I said, you don't want it to get below 110. So we're going to go ahead and check it. Oh yeah, we're still good. It's at 140. So let's see. Justin King says, I'm thinking 3-1 or 3-2 for you. Lars will take 1 or 2 early. Well, that's all he needs, right? In order to win the stakes.
Win the shutout stakes. So
Yeah.
why do you think I want to ask a question. Why do you think he's going to take 1 early? What is it that he has that's going to allow him to get those victories? That's what I'm curious about.
Okay. Coolest Weatherman says you're going to be winning for sure. You have too many options. So even if you lose a round, you'll make an adjustment and come back. Phil Woody dropping the link for that pay-per-view. Thank you so much. And guys, if you are joining from my channel and you don't know anything about arm wrestling, you have got to check out King of the Table. Okay, so Michael will be competing there, but there are so many other awesome matches on that card as well. And it's not the arm wrestling you knew from elementary school. Completely different. It is action-packed and definitely adrenaline-driven. So Mason X. Hello, Rebecca and Michael. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
You as well, young man. You as well.
Oh, thank you, Phil, for adding that. He says, chat, please pop over to Rebecca's live. Give her a sub and a thumbs up. Yes, thank you so much for that, Phil. Chris says, MMT's arms are thicker than my legs.
They're getting there. I don't know how big your legs are, but they're getting thick.
White Blur says, I need my own cooking channel.
She does. I'm trying to listen, guys. I need a sugar mama. Y'all need to go subscribe, send that shit out. I just need to be sitting back, chilling, working out, lounging while my wife makes the money. Actually,
if you follow me on Facebook, Rebecca Todd, or on YouTube, Introverting Out Loud, I'm starting to post my gardening and my cooking on there. The very next thing that I'll be posting for cooking is actually going to be making sourdough bread. Just normal, no inclusions. Sourdough bread will be on there. I have the start of how my garden came to be already posted on there. The next gardening video is going to be, it was supposed to be a tour, but I had a issue I had to deal with yesterday, and I wanted to go ahead and get that out. So that'll be coming out next for gardening, because I want to be able to help out as many people as I can with their gardens and don't do what I did to end up where I was yesterday. And you'll see that in that video. Ron Burgundy wants to know, how is your cup progressing, Michael?
good. I mean, and like I said, I don't have to cup you in. I don't have to focus on having this deep supinated cup. I just got to keep my wrist from going back, you know. As long as my pronation hits and my knuckles are at least flat with my wrist, I'm gold. It's just if my knuckles go back past my wrist, it allows my opponents an opportunity to reset and climb. And I just need to make sure that my cup stays flat or slightly forward. So, yeah, I've been consistently working it. It's not something that's going to change in 5-6 weeks or whatever. It's going to take more time. There'll be more variety of things I'm doing. And it could just be more table time focusing on cupping. But we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I'm feeling better.
Okay, so we're still at 140 degrees, guys. So what we can do to help move things along, you can actually just run some cold water in your sink. And when I do that, I only put it in the cold water up to about here. Stir it and check the temperature quick, because once you do it, it cools down fast. So you don't want to just leave it in there. Michael, thanks for the handle recommendation from Jody. That is Darn Shell.
Yeah, those handles are awesome. I love the Outsider. I'll be doing more with the other ones when I get back. I want to set up multiple pulley stations, so I don't have to switch out handles and just go grab, you know. All right, so there's more 5 minutes of rope pulley. Now we'll go to rice bucket.
So how often have you really been doing the rice bucket, Michael?
Rarely. I need to start doing it consistently. Once I get home, this will be my morning circuit every single day, unless I just wake up and I feel overtrained and I'll just won't do it that day.
Okay. And when was your last arm wrestling training? Like when was the last time that you actually pulled Corey on the table?
That would have been 10 days ago. So 18 days out.
Okay.
And everything, considering how I'm pulling Corey, I feel amazing, you know, but Corey's not a flop wrist presser or nothing like that. I mean, he's a cup, and I'm battling his cup with my back pressure and pronation. Lars won't be trying to cut me. He'll just be giving that up. So two different pullers. But someone's like said it as one on YouTube. You need to pull with someone else. I'm like, well, find me someone else. I mean, find someone else that's strong enough.
And you
My
do,
God.
like you pulled with Jeremy Parker. You put bands on him in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he still using bands? And we do occasionally have big practices here where Michael will pull with everybody. You even had one of those not too long ago, and you arm wrestled Richard Cogburn and several other people, right?
Yeah. I mean, but there's different levels. I'm talking about pulling with Corey. Find me someone else who's as strong as Corey for me
Right.
to pull those different angles. I mean, Corey's top 5 in North America. It's very difficult to ask. Just find somebody. Now, I would like to have a lot of variety up here for people to pull me.
Right.
But again, our United States is a big place. hard
Yes.
to get everybody together.
Okay, I'm going to go over there and cool this off really quickly in my sink. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So the first one was fist in counterclockwise or clockwise. I don't remember which one I did. And then that's for a minute, and then clockwise for a minute. And then this one, I'm just reaching and making fist for a minute. And then I'll reach in like this claw pronation type deal. And then it'll be a claw supination for a minute. Now, this really pumps up your forearms. I highly recommend this. Is a very inexpensive tool to have. Just a rice, 20-pound bag of rice, whatever it is, and 5-gallon bucket, and get you a timer and just put on your favorite TV show or Monster Michael Todd YouTube channel and just put some work in. So we won't be doing one of these tomorrow because we're going to have our granddaughters tonight. 2 of our granddaughters, and they're going to have a Rebecca said that a fashion show tomorrow. So we are going to be busy with that. But we will come back on Sunday, and you'll either see me on the bicycle or in the sauna, cold plunge. Don't know exactly what Sunday is going to look like, but it won't be working out because I will be resting.
What should I make Sunday? Well, you won't be doing low carb Sunday, will you?
I probably will not. I'll probably be on weight by then, but then I'll do carbs on Sunday, and then Monday I'll go back to low carb, and then we'll be underweight Tuesday morning when we leave, just like I was last time. And you'll make the deli sandwiches and take the bread with us and all that stuff. The thing about travel when you go that far is it's really Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So you'll eat the food on the plane Tuesday, the flight, which really goes over to Wednesday. But really, it's just your Tuesday meals because the time difference. And then you will barely eat on Wednesday. And then we get in late. So, I mean, I'll wake up Thursday, have a low-carb breakfast, maybe have a grilled chicken salad or something, or some sort of meat and vegetables, and then cut my food and water off Thursday, 6 p.m. or so. Friday morning, wake up, make weight, and then start refueling, rehydrating.
All righty, guys. So it is cooled down now. Now, what I did is I took the bowl that I had put the, couple big tablespoons of the active cultured yogurt in there, and I took some of this milk, warm milk, added it to it. Now I'm just whisking it so that it's nice and mixed, and then I'm going to pour it back into the main bowl. I'm going to give that a few stirs. Take the towels off here. Take the lid off. Put this back in where it's all nice and warm in there. Be sure and seal it. Going to wrap it all up in those towels. And then I'm going to put it over in the corner of my kitchen where it will sit for about 8 to 12 hours. Hang on just one second. Let me set it right. Okay, so it's going to sit there for 8 to 12 hours. And when it's done, it's going to be set. And lucky for you guys, I've already had one in the fridge. that sat overnight, put it in the fridge this morning. This is a strainer that I got from Amazon. It's just a yogurt strainer. And you see, you put it in here and it actually, this is whey. It strains the whey out of it. Okay. This is how you make yogurt, guys. It strains, the whey comes out. The whey can still be used. This is great. It's full of B vitamins. It's got some proteins in there, a little bit of carbohydrates. The majority of the carbohydrates from the milk or the sugars were eaten up by the active cultures. That's what they used for food. That's why yogurt should be lower in carbohydrates than milk. If it's a high carbohydrate yogurt, it's because they've added sugars and possibly fruits to it. All right. So this whey can be used. I give it to my dogs. They love it over their food. It can also be used for fertilizers for my tomatoes, or we can use it in with when we're making oatmeal or protein shakes, anything like that. But I want to show you this. This is the yogurt. Now, people ask me, what is the difference in Greek yogurt and regular yogurt? Greek yogurt is just strained longer. Okay. So this has been straining for about 3 hours now. I will leave it in there sometimes overnight to strain, and it really gets thick. And the thicker it gets, the more of that kind of tangy taste that Greek yogurt gets. But right now, I want to show you how I make this special for Michael. So,
Oh, you're pimping it out, right?
yeah. So Michael, interrupt me if you need to. Okay. So for Michael's, I want it to have an even higher protein count. It already has 20 grams of protein per serving. All right. But for him, he needs even more protein. Plus, he kind of has a baby mouth and he doesn't want to taste plain stuff. All right. He wants it all, like he said, souped up. So I don't add sugar to it. We don't do that. But what I do is I add 1 scoop of whey protein. So it's got, this is strawberry cream, I think, strawberry cream. And I put 1/2 packet of sugar-free Jell-O cheesecake pudding in there. Let me get my stuff. Now, for all you guys that are looking, or ladies, it's not just guys, I have trouble getting enough protein in. This is a great way to get that protein in. And you can take this yogurt and actually use it to make some awesome shakes, smoothies, right? So that's his. I want to leave mine in there longer because I want it to get even thicker. It's going to go back in the fridge. And just to let you see how thick it gets, this is actually my yogurt, plain, that I have mixed up. See that? It's so good too. So I'm just going to take this, add in the protein. Oh, about this, guys. When I buy it, or if I were to buy Greek yogurt, which we did a lot, and I got tired of not having anything to do with all the containers because, like I told you, I hate waste. So now I use the containers to put my own in, right? One of these would cost me about $5.50, $6. Hang on a second. I can get this away from me. I can make 3 of these containers for half that of Greek yogurt. So it just makes sense to make your own when it's so easy, right? You can talk, baby.
Yeah, just finished all my work. Like I said, I have a chest workout later today with a little bit more wrist roll. Things that I will do between now and leaving will be sauna, laps in the pool, cold plunge, hot tub, E-stim with a cold pack on top of my arm. And that's all the things I will do for recovery. Once I get back, I'll start using my hyperbaric chamber to get in there. I think that's going to help out a lot. But yeah, guys, if you were on yesterday, you saw the new
I
Monster
don't know.
Michael Todd,
You didn't see it.
Coliseum watch. What, baby?
You didn't see it. I just had a major accident in the kitchen. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Monster Michael Todd Coliseum watch. It's available at rockwelltime.com, or you can go on Instagram, Rockwell Watches. But it's got the Monster Michael Todd bearded, bald-headed logo, and it's like a fit watch. It's got calories, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. So it's super awesome. So really thankful for Rockwell for making this limited edition Monster Michael Todd watch. So if you're interested in that, go check out rockwelltime.com. I'm about to come inside, babe. So I just cut this off out here or what?
Yes, sir. I'll see you when you get in here.
All right. Love you, babe.
All right. So now I'm just going to take one of those containers that I'd saved from the others, put it in here. And now Michael will have his special souped up Greek yogurt, where he will have about 24 grams of protein per serving and about 3 carbohydrates. Too fat. That's good stuff. Good stuff. And it tastes great too. So it's just going to go back in the fridge. Michael eats his Greek yogurt on the sourdough pancakes when I make those. Or he'll actually just come in here and eat it right out of the container a lot because it really does taste great, guys. But I encourage you to go ahead and try making it yourself. And if you don't like the tanginess of Greek yogurt, just don't strain it as long. Probably 4 hours in the fridge in a strainer is fine. And if you don't want to buy the strainer from Amazon, no big deal. You actually can use coffee filters to strain it as well into a bowl. He should be in here any minute. Oh, Victor says it's almost 7 p.m. there, or it's actually 5. Okay. Thank you for dropping that link. What is the benefit of cold plunges? I've heard of athletes doing it before events. Just curious. Ron Burgundy, I'll let Michael talk more about that when he gets in here. I wish I could eat Greek yogurt. My stomach would be pissed. If it's a lactose problem, actually the process of making Greek yogurt helps with the lactose. Now, maybe you have not had any success when you've tried it, but most people that have lactose issues do fine with Greek yogurt. But if it's a milk allergy, yeah, can't help out with that one. So back to the cold plunge. The cold plunge helps a lot with, dealing with that lactic acid buildup in muscles from hard workouts. But there are so many benefits. You should actually just Google benefits of cold plunge, and you're going to see it helps with recovery. It helps athletes to recover faster, to get back to training quicker. Also helps with injury prevention. Helps with energy. People that have low energy find that if they cold plunge in the morning, they have more energy throughout the day. Any more benefits of cold plunge you want to chat about?
Mental toughness. That shit's horrible.
That is the truth. All right. When I get into the cold plunge, I am fully clothed. Fully clothed. I could go into a little incident that Michael had one time, and all I can tell you is now he wears shorts.
Listen, bro, that shit was cold. I just thought it made sense, right?
No, it does not make sense.
My feet was purple. I did not know if we were going to make it.
People have actually, Prince Harry got frostbite on his member.
It was closed.
Are we
pulling this closer? What are we doing here?
Yes, I'll pull that closer so that you can actually look at it.
Set it on this.
This will be fine. So you guys can chat with Michael. There you go.
All right. So I can my contacts, for whatever reason, were the right prescription. And then now I just can't see as well. So having glasses on helps a lot. Bill, what do you guys have had? Derek Smith, Todd, Pablo, Wayne Withers, Bam, Don Underwood, the list long. Some folks, if they pull an elite arm wrestler, don't understand the level. Yeah, I mean, but having someone here consistently for me to pull with, I'm truly blessed to have Corey here and willing to come train. And then the young man, Jeremy Parker, has really helped out a lot because he's coming down 2 days a week. Corey's coming down 2 days a week now. So I have 4 days a week of having training partners who are who are here to push me and keep me going. So I'm real excited about, winning this match versus Lars, come back home and putting in some really good work. So how'd I do this again, babe? Move this down? No. You got something on there anyway. Okay.
You go up to go
Gotcha,
up,
gotcha.
down
Okay,
to go
gotcha.
down.
What's that stickiness here?
I don't know. Don't scratch at it.
Oh.
You're going to end up ending the line.
Like I did yesterday. It's amazing how different time zones are. Almost 7 p.m. here. Yeah, that is crazy. Because what is it here? 10 o'clock? Yeah, it's or 5 p.m. Almost 5 p.m. there. 5 p.m. Hello, what's up, Ron? Ragnar, I appreciate that. Michael, you're a legend. Hello from Belarus. Belarus sounds like a place we should go visit. What we got here?
So if you guys were not on yesterday, Michael's breakfast when he's doing low carb is eggs, salad, and a vegetarian sausage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now just plain eggs enough will not give him enough protein over the fats that are in there, right? So I give him 3 whole eggs and 1 cup of egg beaters, which is basically, well, it is actually egg whites with some different spices in there. And then I put in 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt and some chives, and it makes it taste absolutely awesome. Feel Woody, tomorrow we're back in the gym, MMT in the kitchen, right? Negative.
We told tomorrow we got grandbabies tonight. There's a fashion show tomorrow, so we won't be doing that. But that would be funny. I do make some pretty badass eggs, but I don't think my eggs are as good as Rebecca's. Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, it'd be difficult for me to top that. But yeah, Phil, we when you coming over to making us a English breakfast? When's that happening?
Feels English breakfast.
So check this out. I wasn't gonna put this out there. So someone's gonna screenshot this shit probably.
What are you doing?
It's
Thank you so much for that super chat, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. This is something I'm super excited about. Smart cars getting wrapped while I'm gone to Dubai. The smart car is like my favorite vehicle. Wonder what MMT would cook. Oh, it would be eggs. I can crush some ramen noodle and chicken.
Oh, yeah, you can. But actually, when you season up chicken in the pan,
it
tastes really good.
I can take some just great value canned chicken, throw that stuff in a skillet, and put some seasoning on it, and it pops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not the cook, man. I eat really well. I'm good at that. That's my skill set. All right, what we got here? The Monster Mobile. That's it, Jeremy Parker. You know that thing's a pimp. Looks mint. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. So did y'all respond earlier on the 225 many reps as possible using the bench block? Did y'all think that was a good idea? I think it's a good idea. Obviously, it's a lot this close, but I would have done it anyway without the block. So I feel like it makes more sense to go ahead and kind of keep the shoulders a little bit safe, protect those things, and go from there. Armenian arm wrestler, wrap it up.
Well, we're just about to.
No, I think he's talking about the vehicle.
Oh.
Wrap the vehicle. I don't think he's trying to tell us to leave.
I thought he was saying leave.
No.
I had enough.
Yeah. I would go back and see what else is on here, but I'm afraid I'd shut the live off like I did yesterday.
He did that yesterday. Okay, so what you totally missed is when I was mixing up your yogurt, I'm also just kind of paying attention to what's on the thing. I got the spatula, the rubber spatula, into the beaters. I'm trying to jerk it out. I'm trying to take it out, right?
Yeah.
And the beaters just spit out of the hand mixer and went over the kitchen. See all the spots of yogurt over there on the floor?
On that note, which is not that note at all, holy shit. Did y'all see Czar lose AMC?
What?
Czar lost to some guy that I don't even know who he is. Sergey something. Let me see what his name
Didn't
is.
he do that at the last big tournament? Maybe it was last year.
I'm trying to find his name real quick. This guy's name.
That's why, guys, here's the thing. My son said it perfectly. The problem with competing against the Eastern Europeans, they're shooting out high-level arm wrestlers like it's with a potato gun.
You guys might know Sergey Yurchenko. Never seen. I mean, obviously the guy's an experienced arm wrestler because he top rows Czar in the strap, takes his hand. It's crazy. But yeah, that just happened. Beat him twice, same way. So go check that shit out. I was blown away. So here is looks like a Dmitry Salayev versus Farid Usmanov.
Farid
Osmani.
Usman.
Yeah, it used to be his name got changed because he's Uzbekistan, but he's Turkish. So it used to be Farid Usmanov. Now it's Farid. Used to be Farid Usmanov. Now it's Farid Osmani.
Oh, so you weren't just mispronouncing?
No. He's had two separate names. Yeah, Sergey Yurchenko, bad dude. Can Americans pull an AMC? They have told me I'm welcome to come, and I would love to. I don't know how safe it is for us to travel to Europe right now, but I would love to do that. So use the block. The benefit full range of motion does not outweigh the risk. No tweaks needed. Absolutely. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, why not do that, right? Corey is next level, super strong. He is very, very strong. Okay, how to do this? I did something.
What'd you do?
And tell me how to go up again.
Oops. That's you mean down?
Yeah.
You go down. Down is down.
Good morning from Cali. How is Monster Factory coming along? Are there more events planned? Yeah, so that's the deal. I have to confirm with Body Sell and Body by Robbie if we're going to do the event in July. It's just been crazy getting together and getting on the phone and coordinate that. If it's not going to be July 20th, I could potentially see it being August 31st, since that's a Labor Day weekend here in the States. Give people some travel days. I want to have it soon, but the space still isn't complete. My subcontractor has had all kinds of issues, and there's still a good 2 to 3 weeks worth of work that needs to be completed. That's why you haven't seen me do any collaborations with any of the big influencers, because I want the space to be fully finished before I have any big collabs. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at there. So you go here and go. What am I doing? Oh, that bread looks nice. Yeah, show me bread when I can't have bread. So what am I doing here again?
What are you doing?
Trying to go up.
You want to go up?
Yes, to the new stuff. Why did that not
up
work?
Is up because you got to put pressure on it.
It's pressure. I'm putting pressure on it. Okay.
Your fingers still.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about the Challenger Series card in Orlando? I think that's an awesome card. I think they got some really good matches. What's that, June 15th? So that's like 3 weeks away. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of respect for Chance and them for doing that. That's a huge undertaking to try to do that, and banking on pay-per-views to reimburse themselves for the card. So if you guys can go buy that pay-per-view, check out those matches. I suggest you to face after Georgi Svekov, Vitaly Letin Super. He can't go through your King's move, and he never faced ask him move this whatever. You take number 3 in the world. So yeah, honestly, so when I did ketamine this year or earlier, I literally in that thing like 6 different times laid out my path, didn't I? And honestly, it was
lettuce from my garden.
What was it? It was beat Frank, beat Lars, pull for the interim world championship. I thought it was going to be Matshenko or somebody in August. Then pull Svekov, and then I said Vitaly. That's how I had it looked at my thing. Now, that's a big ask for anyone, but that's a very, very tall order, but one that I do think is potentially achievable. We don't know where Georgi's up to right now after his injury. I think he is back to training. Yeah, MMT's fingers are made of titanium and can't scroll. LOL.
Oh, someone I saw that I forgot to get back to. Someone asked, can you go from they said, could you go from a top roll to a press from your King's move? You're the best at transitioning that. So.
What about it? My King's move is a top roll.
Yes.
So can I go to a press from there?
Yeah, top roll to a press. Let's go talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, transitioning is just one of those things. Like, so what I'm probably one of the few people in the world that can do is explode loose grip into a shoulder press, and if it's not there, go right back out to a top roll, into an open top roll, whatever. Those are just instinctive moves for me. They happen. I don't know how they happen. They just years and years and years of doing it. So I'm just watching Dmitry Salayev versus Farid Osmani. Farid's basically King's move open top row. Dmitry Salayev was in a bent wrist press, and he had one hell of a celebration after that second round of arm fight. Dmitry Salayev versus Farid Osmani. So Farid busted his hand back. I've never seen Salayev go to a bent wrist press like that, so that's super impressive to watch. Okay, here's what we got. Not every day you have that type of talent in your backyard. Travis versus Derek got added recently. Look forward to that. Yeah, so I think that's a big ask for Derek Smith. Derek's got a good left arm, but I think Travis might really be on a mission. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Al Simmons said, I said if Lars has learned to do that, it's his window to 2 rounds. But you would adjust and deny that and get the 3rd round. So if he hits a bent wrist press on me, if he hits a top roll, he's not transitioning to he's not going to move faster than me. He's not going to out transition me. His path to victory is a bent wrist press that I can't stop. That he's not beating me in a top roll. There's no way he's going to beat me. Top roll versus top roll, open top roll versus top roll. He's not going to beat me there. He's going to have to beat me in his patented bent wrist press. And I have pulled bent wrist pressers my entire arm wrestling career. Jerry Caderet has to have the best bent wrist press in the world. And I think I'm 8-6 against him or something all time. I can't even remember. I know I've got the winning edge. It might be 8-7. It might be that close.
Can we talk about the only place you've ever taken a loss in the last decade?
Yeah, WAL is the only place I've ever lost to Jerry.
People are like, you can only pull him at WAL.
Yeah, every time I pulled Jerry on 7x7 pads, I beat him since 2000. Last time I lost to Jerry on 7x7 pads was 2007. I pulled him twice in my life prior to the UAL, and it was 1995 Yukon Jack Regionals in Daytona Beach. I weighed in at 206, and we pulled supers. He might have been 240, 250, something like that, and I elbow fouled off the back of the pad while he was pressing. 2007 NAL Denver, Colorado Sean Ray Classic. He won run round. I met him in the center table, the shoulder press round 2. I beat him, and he got his press in before me and beat me round 3. So in my opinion, Lars has one path, one lane, and that is a bent wrist press that knocks me out of position to the point where I can't recover, or I don't trust my bicep, or somehow I have to go below the table and call me for a king's move. I don't see that happening. I see me knowing that he's going for a press, because you'll be able to feel it when he sets up. Like when we set up, I'll feel where he's going. He's going to come into press. He sets up 2 different ways. He sets up to press. He sets up to open top roll.
You give away too much.
It's not giving away anything. I will go press to press with him. I'll meet him in the center of the table, and I think my press will beat his press. And if I do that, I just eliminated any path to victory for him. So I'm willing to do that round 1. I'm excited. I'm ready to arm wrestle. I wish shit was tomorrow. And I like Lars a lot. Lars is an awesome guy. I got big goals.
It's so much easier to arm wrestle people you don't like, But the problem is, among the elite arm wrestlers, there's really just a whole lot of cool folks, right? Right.
I don't think you would have taken this match if you expected to sweep him, and you never take the easy path to victory. It's always a war and a great match to watch. Well, I appreciate that, but there is a little bit of I always plan on sweeping everybody. It just never happens that way. I always tell Rebecca I'm about to beat this dude 3-0, and then I get flash round 1. But I mean, somebody said Lars is secretly working on his top roll, and he showed glimpses of it, and that's awesome. But I have been outside arm wrestling for 15 years, and someone who's recently started top rolling is not going to have the tools to out top roll me, especially if that's the way he expects to beat me. If he expects to beat me with his outside move, I think that's just a mistake. I think his best bet is to go with what has worked for him over the years. Monster, stop touching the screen. I had to go up. Flop wrist press versus bent wrist press.
Oh, did you touch the screen?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just trying to get to go up. Flop wrist press and bent wrist press are the same thing, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I won't bent wrist pressing. I will conventionally press his bent wrist press. That's my plan. What do I think about Paul and Lachlan? I think Lachlan is an extremely strong individual, but I can never bet against Paul. Paul Lynn is disciplined. He's hungry. Just a good Christian dude too, and I gotta go with him. There's something about Paul Lynn that's just different. Now I'm going to tell you, Lachlan is a very impressive arm wrestler. He's very aesthetic, very strong, very conditioned, very consistent, and he may even be the favorite in this match. But we've never really seen a 231-pound Paul Lynn competing in a super match, so I'm extremely excited for that match. I don't know if I'll be working anyone's corner because I want to spend all my energy on arm wrestling Lars, but I know Paul's going to be in my corner. So if he needed me, I would help out, but I really just want to sit back and chill and wait till it's my time to come out on stage and do what I need to do. But
Well, yeah, because you expand too much energy when you're in someone's corner.
Right.
You get that adrenaline, and you need the adrenaline for your match.
Right. Flop wrist. Flop is a dead wrist press. Yeah. So it's bent wrist press, flop press, dead wrist press, whatever you want to call it. I've always just called it, wrist press, but holy hidden valley. Yeah, that's my ranch dressing. So here's my eggs that the beautiful wife made me. Got my vegetarian sausage. It used to be bacon. I used to have bacon on these low carb days, but we tried to make them.
Well, the reason I'm not keeping bacon is because we have too few
low
carb days,
right.
and the bacon would go bad. So I don't keep bacon. Well, honey, with that,
I think that's it. Guys, thanks for tuning in for our second day of Morning with the Monsters. Like I said, we will be off tomorrow because granddaughter fashion show. And then Sunday we will be back in some capacity. I won't be working out, but I might be doing cardio. I could be in the sauna sweating.
So be sure to share this feed with your friends. We want to get a lot of folks on here so we can build community. I mean, find your community peeps, okay? And if you have not subscribed to our channels, please be sure and do so. Talk it up, and see you back.
Yeah, send as many people over to hers. I think she grew like 100 the other day after we made a post. We need to get her channel growing. Seriously, dude, she loves this stuff, and I'm telling you, she provides a lot of information and knowledge for people out there who want to start out gardening or sourdough breading or making yogurt or whatever. She just keeps learning. Like I said, it's taking time away from her taking care of me, which sucks for me, but it makes her happy. So I guess I'm down with it.
Good to see y'all, and but thank you so much for joining us again for day 2. Maybe we'll get some more bugs worked out before day 3. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be busy with fashion shows, so I don't know. There might be some more bugs. But, all right, guys, y'all be blessed. Have a blessed weekend, and we will see you guys on Sunday.
Oh, hit that thumbs up on your way out.
One of those.
Okay. Thank you so much.